Mark Zuckerberg is a robot.
Welcome to our brave new world. A world free of strife. There's no need for you to rush. You're already where you were meant to be.
9 sinister facts about the dark side of Instagram. Warning: disturbing. Instagram can be a sordid place. It may appear to be all avocado toast and duck-faced selfies on the surface, but scrape away that digital veneer and you reveal a much dingier side to the social media platform. As well as pink-haired preteens and flash-in-the-pan celebrities, Instagram is home to all manner of shady characters, from violent taser-wielding cyberbullies to militant terrorists. And while the site claims to be simple, fun, and creative, the darker fringes of Instagram are having a huge impact on its user. A recent study by the Mental Health Foundation found that almost half of young adults have suffered some anxiety linked to the pressures of social media. Here are 9 of its darkest aspects. 9. The human skull market. In recent years, a niche circle of people has emerged online with a passion for collecting human remains. The macabre hobby has gained something of a cult following on social media. Since 2016, when eBay banned users from selling human body parts, the avid network of traders has used Instagram to buy and sell human skulls. Henry Scragg, one of the kingpins of the Instagram skull market, boasts over 33,000 followers. In the past, artifacts have been known to retail for the best part of $20,000 or £60,000. Instagram is home to a number of illegal black markets, weapons, stolen artifacts, and rare animals, to name a few. But unlike those illicit trades, the people who sell human remains online aren't actually violating any laws. For the most part, bones are covered by the no property rule and therefore have no legal provenance. While some US states do technically place legal restrictions on the skull market, traders have found that in the majority of cases, these laws go unenforced. The collectors claim to be part of a respectful, if rather morbid, community, one that is often misunderstood by outsiders. However, some historians are concerned by the dark echoes of colonialism that haunt this supposedly eccentric pastime. Some traders have received further criticism from historians and archaeologists for falsely decorating their skulls to resemble tribal authenticity. 8. Baby adoption scammers. An increasing number of couples in the US are turning to Instagram to adopt a baby. Long waiting lists are driving wannabe parents away from traditional agencies and onto social media. And while many do find success, others end up as victims of a cruel and emotionally traumatic scam. Imposters pose as pregnant women to convince couples that they are being offered their babies, then disappear, leaving the aspiring parents devastated. In some cases, the scammers have strung couples along for months, letting them believe they are on the cusp of adopting a gorgeous newborn baby, only to pull the rug from underneath them at the last minute.
Need for you to think. The pressure is removed. All decisions are made.
Earlier this year, the BBC reported on Samantha and Dave Stewart from Michigan, who were left in tears after the pregnant teenager they were hoping to adopt from turned out to be a fake account. They don't ask for money, Samantha posted on Instagram shortly after the supposed mother cut off communication. They don't ask for material things like a lot of scams do. They want your time, emotional investment, and quite frankly, someone to talk to while promising you what you are desperate to find, your future child. And there lies one of the issues in clamping down on this scam, because the victims are defrauded emotionally, but not financially. Most US states do not have the legal power to hold the scammers to justice. 7. Exploitation of grief. On Saturday, July 30, 2019, Bianca Devins, age 17, traveled hundreds of miles from her home in New York to attend a concert with 21-year-old Brandon Clark. She never returned home. In the early hours of Sunday morning, Devins was killed by a knife to the throat. Soon afterwards, images of Devin's bloodied corpse began to emerge online, which were then shared across Instagram. The images, which came from Clark's account, included a photograph of her torso with the caption, "I'm sorry, Bianca." Another was a selfie that Clark had taken lying on a tarpaulin that was allegedly covering Devin's body. It took the site several hours to remove the disturbing images, by which point they had been shared hundreds of times. Some social media users capitalized on the events in hope of gaining more followers and increasing their popularity, posting comments like "follow me" and DM me for full video and picture. Clark, who was subsequently charged with Devin's murder, saw his social media following surge. According to one BBC report, some twisted individuals even edited images of Devin's body into vile memes. Users who attempted to flag up the distressing images to Instagram moderators claimed their reports were rejected. In the aftermath, Instagram was heavily criticized for not addressing the images sooner and allowing users to exploit Devin's traumatic death for personal gain. The response to Devin's murder, which happened months after Australian gunman Brenton Tarrant live-streamed the notorious Christchurch mosque shooting on Facebook, poses a number of questions about the ethics of moderation of social media. Six. Terrorist propaganda. Instagram is the latest social media site to be targeted by terrorist propaganda. In 2017, The Times reported that more than 50,000 accounts had some links to ISIL militants, supporters of Islamic State, are able to spread their extremist message to a wide audience through posts and stories on the image sharing site. With traditional sites like Facebook and YouTube cracking down on terrorist content, organizations are migrating onto the newer platform for publicity, as well as Instagram. Militants in Syria are said to be using Snapchat to communicate among themselves and search for new recruits. The content of their online propaganda tends to vary. At times it includes videos of public executions or images decapitated kafirs, a term that refers to non-believers. But besides that, violent imagery, Islamic State also broadcasts scenes of local completing regular upkeep such as repairing roads and harvesting crops. As Neil Doyle, a journalist specializing in Islamic terrorists, told reporters, ISIS is attempting to paint areas it controls as paradise on earth. 5. Unattainable weight loss claims. Social media is notorious for wreaking havoc with users' body image. There is a widely documented history of people, especially young women, feeling ashamed and disgusted when they compare their own bodies to images of highly airbrushed models. A recent study by the Mental Health Foundation revealed that 1 in 8 adults has thought about taking their own life for reasons linked to body image anxiety. Now, a new market has emerged on Instagram to profit from users' insecurity and negative body image. Exploitative companies have popped up on the platform peddling supposedly miraculous weight loss products, often with celebrity endorsement. Famous faces like the Kardashians and Cardi B have come under fire from body positivity campaigners for promoting detox teas and slimming lollipops. Several of these products are known to have a damaging impact on people's mental and physical health. Instagram is taking some steps to clamp down on this unscrupulous business, but with almost half of young adults reporting some body anxiety due to social media, the advocates of body positivity have definitely got their work cut out. 4. Black market verification ticks. Instagram's blue tick is one of the internet's biggest status symbols. The verification check is bestowed upon an elite club of celebrities, influencers, and brands. In a sense, it is Instagram's seal of approval, a sign of certification and credibility. Blue-ticked accounts are given pride of place at the top of searches and are able to access exclusive features on the platform. The hunger for social media credibility has spawned an entire underground market centered on the blue tick. Although Instagram insists that the symbol is not for sale, the digital black market is described as an open secret among users desperate for attention online. A number of shady sources claim to be able to provide one for a fee. That tiny blue icon can retail for as much as $15,000 or £12,000. It may seem like a ridiculous thing to spend money on, but the blue tick is a highly coveted symbol, and a growing number of people have good reason to want one. Influencers, people who promote brands and products to their vast audience of followers, rely on verification to secure sponsorship deals. Brands are most likely to favor blue ticket accounts, and these sponsorships deals can correspond to huge money. A study by Media Geek suggests that advertisers are shelling out over $1 billion each year on Instagram influencers. That little blue checkmark is a giant boost up the social media pecking order.
For you to rush. There's no need for you to think, requiring only that you obey.
Three. Toxic Siberian Lake. Nestled in the rolling hills of Siberia, an exquisite turquoise lake seems like an idyllic setting for a selfie. Over the summer, swarms of socialites have flocked to the city of Novosibirsk to be photographed against the backdrop of the glimmering waters. Nicknamed the Maldives of Novosibirsk, the lake has become such an attraction that it now has its own Instagram page, complete with photos of people kitted out in beachwear, practicing yoga, generally lapping up the view. But all is not as it seems. Rather than an aquamarine paradise, the lake is actually a toxic dump. What appears to be a freshwater pool is in fact a waste site filled with refuse from a nearby power station. Years of depositing waste ash has made the water highly alkaline, and that alluring shade of blue is actually caused by calcium salts and metal oxides. At the base, the slurry is said to be so thick that it is near impossible to free yourself, and who knows what chemicals linger in the air. 2. Cyberbullying gets out of hand. Cyberbullying is never pleasant, but for one Australian teenager, the digital torment spiraled wildly out of control. It all began when 19-year-old Yasmin Erkan was called a dog on Instagram by a former schoolmate, aged 18. Erkan was livid. To extract her revenge, she arranged to meet up with her old school friend at a shopping center near Melbourne. But when the 18-year-old pulled into the carpet, Erkan and another man climbed into her vehicle armed with a taser. The victim was forced to drive around for 20 minutes until Erkan and her accomplice decided to stop the car and get out. Erkan then slapped and spat on the teenager, a court heard, before attacking her with the taser. She had now been charged with various offenses, including kidnapping and intentionally causing injury. Erkan is also facing trial for threatening to inflict serious injury, after messaging her ex-schoolmate that she would stab her in the throat, shoot her in the head and smash the F out of her. Erkan was banned from all social media platforms following her arrest in 2018. Number 1. Blackfishing. Over the past few years, a new trend has emerged on social media users, particularly young white women, are altering their appearance to make themselves look black or mixed race. Users have been known to take melanin hormones, inject their lips, and even pay for nose jobs to resemble a black woman. 19-year-old model Emma Hallberg was one of the first to be taken to task for imitating black women. Although the social media star was born in Sweden, she presents herself online as having dark skin, thick lips, and frizzy permed hair. And while she has never overtly claimed to be black, she has never denied it either. Accounts like Hallberg's with an avid following are often sponsored to promote brands and products. Black rights activists claim this creates a racist digital culture in which influencers are able to profit by stealing from a culture that they do not naturally belong to. This mimicking of black identity has even been given a more extreme name by the black Twitter community: nigger fishing. The term comes from catfish, a word for someone who takes on a deceptive alter ego online, usually to dupe others into relationships. A person blackfishing should not be confused with a trans black person, such as Rachel Dolezal. The difference being that a trans black is one who believes he or she is the racial form of a transgender, a black woman or man born in a white body.